It's interesting because I, have now lived in New York for almost 4 years because of the show.
I believe 4 years.
I know, it's crazy. God. 4 years this fall. And I do feel a little bit like my crystal bitchness is like kind of going away. Not in like fully, never fully, but I feel like it's just different. It's just different.
Like when you leave LA, it starts to
LA is
out
just
of you.
Yeah. I'm also I grew up in Arizona. I'm from Illinois. I'm from Chicago originally, but I grew up in Arizona, so I'm very much like a desert,
the earth,
woo woo, like Sedona. Energy, healing, crystal vibe. It's so funny. It's so wild that like my kids are essentially New Yorkers now because of the formative years that they've spent there. When in my head, like I lived in LA for 25 years. I'm from the West Coast, more or less, and I feel such a strong, and they were born at Cedars. Like I just was like, I have LA kids. And literally we were watching like the Dune press thing on YouTube. My kids and I, like, they like to watch those things. When we were filming all of our press stuff for Girls 5 Eva, someone was like, "What is this for? Who watches this?" And I was like, "I know, teenagers and people who love the shows. They just like go on YouTube and they watch the press." But anyway, Timothée Chalamet, they were like, the question for his castmates was, "How do you like your bagel?" And my older daughter Birdie, without hesitation, she's like, "He's a New York kid. He likes bacon, egg, and cheese." And everybody was like, they were all guessing. And then he was like, "It's bacon, egg, and cheese." And Birdie, and I was like, how did you know that? Is that a thing? I don't know that.
Oh my God.
And she's like, "Yeah, Mom, obviously." Like, oh, okay. I don't know. I didn't know that. Did you know that?
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
Egg and cheese. That the New York kids,
like
they eat bacon, egg, and cheese bagels. That's how they eat bagels.
I lived for years in the city, and I lived on egg and cheese sandwiches, like just from a deli with a soft roll and an egg and cheese. Because at SNL, we would, at all hours of the day or morning, all-nighters, we would go to a diner and get an egg and cheese sandwich, and I could just, I could just feel it right now. I am so sad because I love sesame everything. I love sesame bagels. I love sesame. They're taking it out of all the bakeries.
Why?
Because kids are allergic to it.
Oh no! What about poppy? Can we still have poppy seeds?
I don't know.
Isn't poppy like opium?
It'll make you not pass a drug test.
So if you eat too many bagels,
Also, it looks like ticks. I live where there's ticks. So sometimes I don't like a poppy seed thing because I'll look down and I'll be like, there's a whole bunch of ticks on my...
No.
Oh, I almost said something horrible. My bush. I took in my bush.
Oh, fuck, the worst.
I got a tick in my bush. That's a new song we're going to sing on our tour. In my bush.
I got a tick in my bush.
Season 4 right here.
Season 4.
I like it.
I have to tell one tick thing really quick.
Oh my God.
Please.
I had somebody come to our house a couple years ago to do an interview from a very large publication. And we just moved there like 3 years ago. And we made macaroni and cheese for this person. And we sat down and my dog kept being on my lap and all this. And we're sitting eating and talking. He was interviewing me. And I looked down and there was just a big old tick swimming in my macaroni and cheese. And he was just sitting over there eating his macaroni and cheese and interviewing me. And I quietly got up and I threw out mine because I knew it came from my dog.
It fell off the dog.
I wasn't poisoning him with a bunch of ticks in macaroni and cheese. But now I just want you guys to lay in bed and picture my home and picture how because Busy's looking at me. She's been to my home, but she's looking like how grossed out she is. It's a very clean home.
It's really clean, but also it's hard because you have so many animals. It doesn't matter. They just get
ticks
there.
are anywhere there's woods. There's ticks.
They get everywhere,
and they're terrible in the spring. They're just horrible.
Did he ever notice or no?
He passed away. I'm not sure.
Rest in peace.
I'm kidding. He did not pass away.
Who?
I pretended like he died from the tick.
Oh, the
guy or lady. I'm not trying to. He's probably listening. He's gonna sue me for eating a tick.
Oh my God.
No one will ever know.
Oh my gosh.
We started filming Girls 5 Eva at the height of the pandemic.
Deep pandemic.
Before there were any vaccines, we were still, everybody was under such intense protocols. And the fact that we even were able to do this show was so incredible. Like, I couldn't, the luck and joy of going from being, you know, essentially, obviously, all of us stuck in our homes for months and months and months and months and months, and then getting to go to a set and working on this completely joyous show. That being said, obviously, we've been in the industry, both of us, combined 150 years.
Yes.
And I will say that under normal circumstances, some things during that first season especially that would have been sort of more worked out, taken care of, just couldn't be because of what
because they'd rush you in. I mean, you'd rehearse and stuff, but it was very like, okay, let's do it. And then you'd kind of come in and then we'd take off our mask and act normal with each other in the scene. But then the minute we'd put our stuff on again.
That first season, even like learning our dances and music, we had to all do separately.
It was like little video clips. They'd say, okay, here's your choreography. Damn. Here's your alto line. Here's your part of your song.
And they would just send us videos.
And somehow we would just all get together and do it and look at each other and go, oh, this is...
Yeah. You guys, that speaks to your talent in a major way because that's so impressive. And I'm like a huge fan of the show, truly. And you wouldn't have guessed that in a million years. You guys literally look like a girl group.
It was so... When I look at that first season, first of all, I remember thinking... I just taking big swings because I was like, I mean, who knows if the world's about to blow
right.
up?
No, like, that's how we were.
We're going to even see this.
Yeah, for sure.
I literally was like, I don't know. I'm going to do a weird voice because why not? But like, so yes. So there was like sort of a stunt that under normal circumstances would have been probably worked out better. But because of everything that was happening, it was the episode where we rent the Airbnb upstate. And there's a thing where I like sort of get hit and I throw this salad bowl.
I come bounding in to the door and she has a big salad bowl.
And with full of salad and the salad goes flying. It's just like a big comedy bit.
Big metal bowl.
It was wooden.
Oh, wooden.
Oh.
It was so heavy. Mm-hmm. And it flew. It was like, in retrospect,
it hit Renee in the
mouth.
Lip.
It hit Renee in the mouth.
Did it like break a tooth?
Thank God, no. But she did get like a fat lip. And then if you really look closely, there are shots in that episode where she just looks like she got like a little injection on one side. Like
a little
she got
Elvis.
a little filler just here. And I felt, oh my God, I felt so terrible. Everybody felt bad. Like the prop people.
Oh, man.
Yeah, well, that's not your fault. I mean,
I just remember turning around. I missed the whole lip thing, and I just turned around. She has like ice on her, and you were just like... And then I just remember like we were all kind of laughing, but also going like... And Renee was laughing because her laugh is just like... gives us life. Aww. She had a laugh fit last season sitting in a diner. We had our last scene of the entire season, and they were like... We gotta go. They were so panicked to get this last scene. And we were in a diner and then we were all in our fancy outfits. End of second season. And Renee has to pretend like she's singing a song from doing a Bruce Springsteen Broadway show.
But
and it's
it also, by the way, got cut.
It got cut.
Episode.
But she kept going, something about my Broadway show of Bruce Springsteen songs. And she'd go, Bruce Springsteen. She kept improvising this kind of Bruce Springsteen song that was so not Bruce Springsteen. And she was so into it and like growly and singing. And we were laughing so hard at her. And then she got to where she could not function. And I have photos of her where it's like a wide swath of 100,000 tears that took all her makeup all the way down her face. And they're going, we gotta go. Then she kept turning to me and pointing because she had a tiny, tiny skimpy dress on and she was up against the like vinyl. And she's like, my actual anatomy is against this vinyl. Yes. And then we were laughing so hard about that.
We couldn't stop laughing.
She just showed me her ass, like her butt cheek and go, I'm literally on the...
How Are there like actual things you do to not break? Like, do you like bite your cheek?
I disassociate a little bit.
I was going to say, I'm just a disassociation.
I disassociate in a way where I do something where I'm looking but not looking, like where I just go, I do a weird shut off.
The way that it is now, just filming television shows, period. I like all my friends who are on shows or
on every show, every movie.
Show, everything has just been like crunched, condensed timing and money. And so it is like, there is a part, again, like I said, we've been doing this 150 years and there's no time to break.
Yeah.
So you also just feel the responsibility of like the crew, the director.
The grown-up part of you goes, I cannot do this because this is literally costing the show money that we want the show to keep going and we don't want to mess it up.
Right. And we don't want to go over budget. We don't want to go over time. We don't want them to not get things. And also, like, we want to make sure that the bits work and that, like, it does and it works for whoever's bit it is, you know, which is part of what I guess when I disassociate, I just go to that place.
Yeah.